All right, hey, what's going on, guys? How do you do? It's your boy Gray here. Welcome back into the channel. In today's video, there's not going to be any gameplay, guys. Don't really have anything about Call of Duty related today except just the background here. Something's happened, and I kind of wanted to address it in video form so you guys are kind of up to date with what's been going on in my life. I want to be an open book for you guys. All right, so if something's going on in my life, I want to be able to come to you guys and talk to you guys about it and let you know where I am at all times. So this happened yesterday. I'm recording this right now on Saturday, March 3rd. It's about 8:53. It's almost 9 p.m. right now. And yeah, this happened yesterday, and it relates to my job. So as you guys know, I worked for Worldcast Live slash FRP TV. I've been with that company for about 5 years. I started off as an intern and worked my way up in the company. I went from being an intern to being part of the marketing team, to then being part of the client relations. Then I went on into social media. And then my last promotion was being a content creator for FRP TV. So without putting the company's information out there too much, I'll just say that for the last year or so, the company has been struggling to make a good amount of revenue to keep the company afloat. So Worldcast Live isn't a big company. It's not a big Fortune 500 company. It's a startup company that's basically ran by, you know, four or five or six department heads, and everybody has their own position that they take care of. And then there's like an overseas technology department that handles all the tech that we do and use. So our boss sat us down and basically explained to us that the company was in jeopardy, and you know we desperately needed funding, and it's basically on its last leg. And so little by little, we saw employees start to get let go. Hours were starting to get cut. And we were told that the next thing that was going to happen was that pay would pay for myself and my coworker, which we were basically the last two left there. The pay would be cut. Now we didn't really go into too much detail. That's all that was said. Is we didn't realize, we weren't told any details or anything. Like, it was just, that's where it left it, just cut. So fast forward to 2 days ago. It was payday, and I didn't get paid. Now that's not really anything to be concerned for. You know, every once in a while, payroll messes up, and you just got to wait an extra day to get your paycheck. So we kind of let that day go. My coworker didn't get paid either. So the next day, I was actually at the hospital with Ruby. She was just going up for a follow up, and I noticed that I still didn't get paid. I called my boss and asked him if there was any issues with payroll and if he got my hours. Which the day before I asked him if he got my hours, and he said yes, and that's all. He could have said something that day when I told him if he had my hours, but yeah, he said when I got out of the hospital, I called him and I said, hey, is there a problem with payroll? And he said that hey, he brought up that meeting that we had where he mentioned the pay cuts. And right there, I kind of just felt it. I was like, man, all right, I'm not getting paid. So I finally got in touch with my coworker, and I asked him if he got paid, and he said yes. He said, yeah, he got paid. And that's kind of where I was like, oh, all right, well, that's kind of solidifies it right there. So I went in. So Friday afternoon, after being with Ruby all morning at the hospital and everything, I finally got to work and had to sit down with my boss. And basically, guys, sorry, just kind of got the news from that conversation I had with him there that my time at the company was ending. To make a long story short, the company can't afford to pay my salary anymore. Um, I'm not fired. I wasn't let go. Um, I they just can't afford to keep me on as an employee, as a paid employee. So after 5 years of being with the company, people are, the people who work there, I consider them my family. It sucks that that's where kind of it looks like that's where it's ending. So as of Friday, March 2nd, 2018, I guess I am officially unemployed. I don't necessarily have a job. My boss and I spoke for a while, and he let me know that that decision of having to choose between myself and my other coworker. It came down to a board vote, and I completely agree with that vote. My coworker is a valuable asset to the company regarding content and putting out content and stuff like that. So I completely understand, and if I had a say in the matter, I would say, he stays and I go. So that's not a problem for me. I think the only part that really bothers me is that I didn't get I didn't get paid for the last 9 days of February that I worked. Um, I wasn't told that those were going to be like that those days weren't paid. There was no notice. There was no announcement made. Nothing. No, there was no talk of any board votes or anything. So just looking at that situation, I just felt like that was like really the only thing that I was kind of done wrong. That I would say that's like it was kind of unfair. Someone who's been with the company for so long, it seems a little unfair to have me work for 9 days and not get paid for the final 9 days that I worked. It just seems a little unfair there. Um, but I mean, aside from that, like I can't say anything negative about the company, about the job, about the people that work there, my boss. I can't say anything bad about them. Everything I have in my life is because of that job. And I couldn't have asked for a better boss. I couldn't have asked for a better coworker or a better working environment. I am the luckiest. I am the luckiest guy in the world, man. I was playing video games for a living. Like, yeah, the like those 9 days that I didn't get paid for. Yeah, that sucks. But at the end of the day, man, I mean, my boss and that company have done so much for me. I mean, that's a L that I'll just take happy with a smile on my face, because they've done more than anybody has ever done. I mean, my boss completely understood when my father was, in the hospital. My grandfather passed away when I needed days for myself, when I had to attend to family situations and crisis, and when it comes to just leniency and having my back no matter what, and advice, and always wanting the best for his employees. Like, I can't say anything bad about that company. Working for FRPTV Worldcast Live was the greatest job that I think I will ever have. And I don't know if this is the end for Worldcast Live, for FRPTV, for myself working with my boss and my coworker. I don't know if this is the end, because the only reason why I'm not with the company anymore is because they can't afford to pay me. And if some by some miracle the company happens to get funding, I got the word from my boss that everything is back to normal. But as of this moment right now, I am unemployed. I don't have an income coming in, and that's what scares me. That's what kind of has me very sad and scared. If I could be 100% with you guys, I've I've never been the guy that was, you know, loaded with money, or always like has always been financially set or stable, or you know. I felt that something like this was on the horizon, which is why I said in January that my one of my New Year's resolution was to save up money, and fortunately for me, like I was able to save up enough money where, you know, I could take out I could pay for my half of the rent for this month, and hopefully I should be able to have some for next month with what I was able to save, and also with the donations that you guys have sent. Putting those two things together there, I should be able to pay my half for next month as well. But you know, once that's done, I mean, I don't know. Oh, I don't know. I don't know what the future is gonna hold. Um, you know, it's one of the first times where I just feel very uncertain of things, and it's scary. I mean, you know, not to put out too much information out there, but you know, Ruby's been dealing with back pain that you guys are aware of, but you know, it gets deeper than that. You know, there's medical bills, there's therapy, there's she's missing work because of this stuff, so hours are kind of thin, and then you know, she's very liable of being, you know, let go from her job because she's not completing her numbers, and it's a very uncertain time right now. So I don't really have a plan at this moment. I want to say I've been telling everybody that I'll figure it out, but the truth is I don't know. And you know, me having the fiance that I have is the biggest blessing in the world. I mean, I lost my job, and she's telling me not to worry, and that I can just take time to focus on my YouTube channel, and you know, see if I could grow this channel to a point where, you know, it'll help with some form of income. But me as a person, as a man, I can't do that. I can't do that to her. I can't put the entire load of rent and bills and household appliances and needs and stuff. I can't, and food, and like, I can't do that to her. Me as a person, I wouldn't feel good about that. As a man, I wouldn't feel good about that. I don't want to ramble on too long here, guys, but just wanted to let you know what's happened. If I seem a little out of it, I know some of you guys have been taking notice of that, and I wish I could help it. I try to not lead on with my appearances, but I guess my eyes can't deceive, you know. So this is a scary moment for me. I guess we'll see what the future holds. You know, my family is here to help with potentially finding some kind of part-time job or something. We'll see. Yeah. And I've said this before. I've said this a million times. I am the luckiest guy in the world, man. I am the luckiest guy in the world. Like, my family has my back. Ruby's family has my back. Ruby has my back. You guys have my back to the very end, and I can't thank you guys enough for everything that you've done for me. You know, it just sucks because you know, I just feel like I'm, you know, letting people down, and you know, if I was by myself in this situation, whatever, like, you know, I'd figure it out if I was by myself. But you know, there's more levels to this stuff, so for now, and what the future of the channel holds, I'm still going to be uploading on a daily basis, as you know, as long as I'm willing, as long as I'm able and healthy, and I have internet and I can provide you guys with you know, content. You know, I appear to have more time now since I don't have since I don't have to go to work. I guess I have more time to create more content. Maybe I'll start doing 2 uploads a day or something. You know, Call of Duty in the morning, and maybe like another game towards the evening or something. Maybe do 1 or 2 live streams a day if I can, or maybe just one longer live stream. When it comes to, I know before I always tell you guys, no, don't worry about donations and stuff like that. And I would never ever in my entire life, I would never ask you guys for money, and I'm still not asking you for money, but I'm just letting you know that any money that does get donated to the channel, it's going towards rent or bills. All right, it's not going towards the channel. It's not going towards any giveaways. Speaking of giveaways, I'm actually gonna have to put a stop on giveaways. The $50 PSN Xbox card, the moderator giveaway, the sponsorship giveaway. Yeah, that's I unfortunately I'm gonna have to stop that for now. I've had to stop a bunch of sponsors that I was a sponsor on 5 different channels, and I had to let them know that due to my financial problems at the moment, that I won't be able to sponsor them. So yeah, anything that you guys donate, I'm gonna put to the side to help with paying rent, or helping Ruby with paying rent or bills or anything that's needed around the house. But yeah, I'll keep you guys updated as best as I can on what happens. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna end the video there, guys. Thank you for watching. If you watched the entire way, if you have any questions for me or anything, feel free to reach out to me at any time. The comment section below, Twitter, anything, any way that you guys can get in touch with me. I'm always here to talk with you guys. Thank you for everything that you guys have done for me, and I hope that this won't last. Hopefully. All right, I'm gonna end it there, guys, and thank you all so much for watching. And till the next one, my name is Gray. Peace.